So I experienced a lot of contrast the past year, and I can see the value in it now. Not in the beginning, but now I do see the value in it. And I've been, a lot of things are starting to come.
Value because it caused a creation. Value because your inner being is all over it. Value because you get the fun of the feeling of moving toward it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it showed me how I was creating it. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm doing. So I was able to see what I was doing to make it happen and stop.
Good.
So now things are happening, moving in a better direction. But the biggest thing in my life right now hasn't happened yet. So I find myself slipping back like, oh, why hasn't this happened yet? When even things that were bigger than that are starting to turn around.
The answer is the things that I desire, that I have the least resistance to, are the things that happen first. The things that I desire, that I have the most resistance to, are more stubborn. And isn't it logical that the things you want the most, you've been thinking about the longest from the screwiest point of view? Isn't it logical that the things you want the most potentially could have the most resistance attached to them? So the things I want the most, I have the most cleaning up to do about. And here's the other big thing. The thing I want the most, I can't just forget about it because I want it. If I could just forget about it, then I'd get out of the way of it and it could come. But because I want it so much, I'm obsessed with it. So I think about it all the time from a point of belief system that's calibrated in a wonky way. And now I got some work to do. Yeah.
Yes.
Perfectly logical, isn't it?
Yes.
So this thing I know I want it the most because I feel the most around it. If you sort of want it, it sort of bothers you if you don't have it. If you really want it, it really bothers you if you don't have it. Those are all those calibration clues. Yeah.
Well, what can I do to make it come faster?
Two things. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's not likely.
Right.
Clean it up. That's not likely either. Oh, that might be more likely. You seem rather determined. You seem like you want to clean it up. Want to clean it up?
Yes.
Let's clean it up.
Okay. So can I just tell you exactly what it is?
Just tell us sort of softly what it is.
Okay.
Don't dig a big hole that we all have to climb out of.
Gotcha. Okay, so a part of the contrast was I lost my residence. So it's only been a few months, but I've been staying with my sister. And this is the first time I've ever, in my whole adult life, that I've ever not had my own space. So I'm trying to get back to that. Like I want my own home again.
All right,
and it's not coming fast.
So what kinds of things are the only thoughts that you can feel are out of calibration with what you want? Is the only one it's not coming fast enough, or are there other thoughts like I screwed up or like I should have been smarter? Just throw a few of those thoughts out.
Okay. How did I get here?
All right. How did I get here? How did I get here? How did I not see this coming? How did I let it get so far before I did something about it? So that's the general thread of that thought. So now begin calibrating. Well, I didn't know about calibration then. And I'm doing what everybody else is doing. I'm sort of calibrating to circumstances. And it's logical that you get what you think about. So I can see how it was a path that just got worse and worse. It's logical to me that the better it gets, the better it gets. And the worse it gets, the worse it gets. So this is just evidence that it's not really a good idea to let conditions be my point of calibration. So doesn't that just feel better?
Yes.
No big deal, because I can start from where I am at any time. It doesn't matter if it was 1 day or 6 months before I begin cleaning it up. But then think about this. This is really important. We will all really enjoy this. So at the same time that you're sort of beating up on yourself, how did I get here? A similar vibration, one of very similar attraction power, says, I don't like living here. This is not the best place to be. Nobody puts anything away.
Oh, that is the exact thought.
I'm tired of all this clutter. I don't feel free. And so those thoughts all kind of match each other, don't they? When you get in that blameful thing of this is not a fun place to live. In other words, if it was really a nice place to live, you might not ever want to leave. Except that you like your autonomy and you like your space and all of that. Stay there just for a little bit. I know what I don't like. I don't like how messy this place is. And then try to find some thoughts that are more like the thoughts that your inner being would be thinking about this situation. My sister was nice to take me in. It's nice that I have a place to light while I regroup. It gives me more opportunity to calibrate. I'm clear about what I do want than when I first got here. I'm more sure about what I do want than when I first got here. This was a good step along the way. This was a soothing path for me. I really am thankful. I really am appreciative that I've been here. Now, feel how you come into resonance with your inner being when you think thoughts like that. And we got all of those from you because we know from time to time you feel all of those things.
Yes, I do.
And so now as you focus on those things in the same way, hear this, in the same way that feeling mad at yourself and feeling mad at your sister are sort of the same vibration, feeling appreciation for your sister and expecting good things to come to you are also similar vibrations. So by taking a piece of it and calibrating to a better feeling place, now you have access to all the good feeling places that match that calibration. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So then thoughts start to flow to you like all things in time, and things are lining up for me, and there's help for me all around, and cooperative components are coming to me all the time. And just look at the cooperative components that have already come, and it's fun to think about what's coming next, and it's going to be so fun to watch this unfold. Now you're really off and rolling, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, so you're pretty much up to speed with this, aren't you? So now let's talk about the law of attraction. It's attraction, 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 attraction. For everybody, it's attraction, attraction, attraction. Abraham, wait a minute. It's attraction? It's only attraction. There's no assertion. So when people talk about giving and taking, it sounds like asserting and receiving. There's no asserting and receiving. It's just attraction, attraction. Yeah, it's just attraction, attraction, attraction. It's only attraction. So let's say that you have a beautiful piece and you've decided that you're going to give it to somebody who doesn't have anything beautiful in their life at all. This will be the first pretty thing they ever drag home. And you're doing it out of service and sacrifice because you just think that that person should have something pretty in their house, so you've decided to give it to them. You with us? You all do this all the time. But this person doesn't feel blessed, doesn't feel all that lucky, doesn't feel that good at creating, maybe doesn't even know about that, and is not tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and is not in the receiving mode. But you don't care. You're going to give it to her anyway. So you're messing with the law of attraction because you're attempting something that you can't do. We're not saying you've ever done this. This is to talk about the law of attraction. You're attempting something that doesn't exist. You're attempting assertion. You're giving it, they're taking it, but they're not doing it easily. It doesn't make them feel better. You may have heard us say, I do this for you because I see you cannot do it for yourself. That's kind of how that feels. What we want you to hear in this is that if this person is open and receiving and basking and loving, all things wanted are going to flow easily to this person. And you may very well be part of the process through which those things flow. So you have to become at one with the fact that there are many people who want what you have to offer who are blocking it, who are not letting it in. But your work is to just be open to what's flowing to you and through you. So we felt you bogged down just a little bit. You're getting the general sense of what we're talking about here. It's attraction, attraction, attraction. So now think about your inner being. Your inner being, we say, always beaming a signal, always broadcasting well-being, always gathering up cooperative components. If you're one of the cooperative components that is drawn to that, then it's attraction, 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 isn't it? Your inner being cannot assert its knowing and its love into your experience. It can only be it. And you find the frequency that allows it in. You see how it works? When you start to think of law of attraction like this, then you'll stop taking responsibility for what anybody else is doing. And you'll stop feeling like you have to manipulate their world by asserting money or ideas or information or clarity or anything into their experience, because you'll come to understand that when you do that to somebody that's not open to it, there's blowback in your experience, and that over time causes you to calibrate in defiance of the way the law of attraction works. So then you decide that you're not good at something. Well, you are good at it. You just have to line up with who you are and feel good about it. There's one singular thing that you want to do as someone who has anything to offer anyone. Just be happy. Just be in alignment. Just tune in with your source energy. Just join that point of attraction, because your inner being is attracting cooperative components. So are you attracting cooperative components, or is your mind evaluating their ability to afford? Are you trying to manipulate conditions and get the right price on things? And are you trying to adjust your shop to meet the needs of the people? Or are you knowing that they're out there and you're tuning in only with what you want, with what you intend? And because you are not messing in all this stuff that isn't any of your business, you're more likely to be calibrated to your highest source. So one who's connected to that source energy is more powerful than a million who aren't. And then you and your inner being with that powerful point of attraction are gathering to you attraction, attraction, attraction. Most everybody is looking out into the marketplace and trying to adjust to the market. So they're letting the market calibrate them. And the market says, shortage, not enough, unfair, injustice. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. There is enough for everyone. This time of powerful energy moving is like a magnifying glass that is placed over the top of everything, and everything that is amplified. So if you feel abundant, you become more abundant. If you feel impoverished, you become more impoverished. If you feel well, you are weller. If you feel sick, you are sicker. This is what's going on right now, because the energies are moving so fast. There has never been a time when it would be more prudent or helpful or feel better to you than now to get lined up with your true, powerful point of attraction, you see. So you say your prayers as if what you call God could then assert into your experience. And don't you know that that source energy is flooding all of that love and well-being to you all of the time? You don't need to pray for that to happen. You want to calibrate to let it in. To let in the blessings that you've already asked for. To let in the blessings that you already deserve, you see. Yeah. Really good. So good. Enough?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Really good. Really good. You're getting the hang of this, aren't you? It's attraction, 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 attraction. How can I calibrate myself into alignment with my source, who is powerfully attracting what I want? How can I calibrate myself to join with my inner being, who on my behalf is attracting in a powerful way all of the cooperative components to what I want? Can't you feel how simple that is? It takes a little vibrational calculating and calibrating.
Don't forget to leave a positive message and subscribe.